Hi everyone! Welcome to Lauren's Scraplot and my weekly edition of Show Me How It's Done. I'm very happy to be crafting with you guys today, and I hope that you are in a holiday mood so that we can make this adorable little present card together. Now this card is very simple to make, and I'm very excited to walk you through it. If you happen to not own the same colors of designer paper or cardstock that I have, just consider watching and recreating this with something that you have on hand as well. If you're interested in purchasing anything, I do have the measurements and the supply list listed in the description, and my website's at the bottom of the page. If you are in Canada, I'd love to help you out. Now this little card is featuring the Traditions of Christmas suite, but as I mentioned, the papers can be modified to whatever you have or whatever appeals to you. So this mega suite has been on my craft table for so many projects this season because I not only featured it at my all-day crafting retreat in October, but I also joined up with some fellow demonstrators who I do my Great North American Stamping Show with to create alternate projects. This is the suite for the complementing scrapbook workshop kit. Now see, this workshop kit includes all of the designer papers and some extra stickers and stuff, and we decided to completely recreate that kit into 8 cards and 2 3D items. And then of course at my all-day retreat I used the mega suite to create my projects for that as well. Now unfortunately registration for those physical kits has closed, but I do have PDF tutorials still for sale for both of those options. So if you're interested in more projects featuring these suites, let me know. I can send you the info for registering for those to-go tutorials, and you can check out my other YouTube videos because I have done some other projects on there, including a tag and there was an advent project using I made a little box and then little cards for you to write out acts of service. And so yeah, it was a lot of fun, but those are free tutorials. And if you want the other ones, just message me and we'll get you set up. So here we go. Let's get crafting. The first thing we're going to work on is our card base. So I'm going to move the little lid of our present box off, and we're going to focus on this piece right here, which is very simple to make. So we'll need one piece of Secret Sea Cardstock. It is going to be 4 3/4 by 8.5, and we've put a score mark right in the middle here at 4 1/4. Now usually I know we would fold our card in half and open it up. We're actually opening it the other way this time because it's a present, so it needs to open down. On the inside of that card, so on this top panel, you're going to want to put a piece of white so you have something to write on. I cut my piece at 4.5 by 4, and that distinction of measurement is important because for our designer series paper on the front, we want to make sure that the visual side is facing the right way. So 4.5 by 4. If you feel like it, you can go ahead and stamp something onto this piece. I went ahead and grabbed the Christmas Greenery stamp set, this beautiful one here, and stamped in Pool Party. Cherry Cobbler would look great. You could also do Secret Sea, and you can add that to the inside of your card if you would like to add a little bit of detail. If you're not going to, or you want to add that later, then go ahead and just put this in right now. It's going on that top panel, just a reminder for you. Okay. Should be a little bit of a border all the way around. And now we're going to remember this is a present that's opening upwards. So here's our front piece. We need some designer series paper. Now that paper is going to be the same measurement, but some designer series papers are very specific on which way you face them. This one happens to be very forgiving. I could have cut it this way and it still would have looked gorgeous. But some papers are very specific. So make sure that whatever's across the horizontal you're going to be 4.5 inches wide and then 4 inches for the height. Okay, this piece I put on flat, and you can see it's so pretty. It's got that gold feature to it, I think, which is what really makes this card set stick out for me. But of course, anything you have is going to be lovely. It's just kind of fun to learn how to make this present card. All right, to decorate, I kept things very simple because my designer series paper has a lot to it and I didn't want to take away from that. So I just cut myself a little strip of Secret Sea. This is about 3/8 of an inch by, I think it's probably about 4 1/4, because this is 4.5, so 4 1/4 long. And I just embossed a little sentiment. This is from that same suite. It's traditional labels. So I did "'Tis the Season" in white embossing powder. And I did mine towards the left because I'm going to add a little flower here. So before I lose this, let's pop that up on dimensionals. So it's out of our way, and it can go just along the bottom of the card. Running away. There we go. I find dimensional backings everywhere. All right, where do we want this? That's probably pretty good. Okay, so the very, very fun part about this designer series paper, which you probably can guess, is that some of the dies coordinate with it. So you can use your dies from the Christmas greenery set. I think I put them in here. Yeah, nope, they're gone. I've been using them. Some of the dies will cut out this flower, some of them will cut out this flower, some of them will cut out this flower, but when you get to your designer series papers, there's going to be lots of flowers that aren't cut because they are kind of background looking pieces. So this piece, for instance, ends up having, you know, those full nice flowers, and then it has things like this that kind of hide in the mix. So I chopped this one out, and I'm just going to fussy cut it. Don't be afraid with fussy cutting. Give yourself a nice amount of space around the edge and just leave plenty of white. Don't go right up into your images. That's kind of where I feel like I'm the most judgmental on my cutting skills. Give yourself a border and nobody will notice if it's not perfect. Okay. The gold is so easy to follow all the way around. Or of course you can find one of the images that the dies cut out, but I've used all of them because I am also prepping my monthly card club cards with some of this too. So I've used the suite to the max this season. Love it. If you're in Canada, all of my classes have mail out options, so check those out below. I put the description of, or the link in the description of what I still have available, and you can let me know if you can come out. Okay, to pop this one up, we're going to put dimensionals on this empty Secret Sea space on the right. We don't want a lopsided flower, so we're just going to put our dimensionals right there and put your flower on top. There you go. There's your base. All done. We're going to move on to the lid. Okay, so I'll leave those two there for you to see. I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay, for your lid, we need another piece of Secret Sea, or of course, whatever cardstock you're using for your project. So this is going to be 3 inches by 5 1/4, and then we need a score mark at 1 1/2 down the middle. That score mark is going to get folded in half. Nice crisp line, and that's what's going to make our little overhang. See? Longer than the piece under it. So when I'm attaching this together, I put tape on here already, and I do have 1/8 of an inch tape. If you only have the 1/4 inch tape, I would maybe suggest grabbing glue instead and doing just a really thin line along the edge, because you don't have that much wiggle room, and I didn't want to cut the card down anymore. This does fit in an envelope like it is, so we're going to connect these two sides to one another. So this space in the middle should be open. Nothing should be in there. To decorate, if you want, you can add another piece of Secrecy, or this could be a fun time for you to add another strip of designer series paper. I just embossed this with the Timeless Plaid embossing folder, and I cut it at 1 1/4 by 5. Okay, this piece goes on flat, and then I wanted to feature the gorgeous real red ribbon that was part of this suite, so I'm just going to use a little bit of that and tie a bow to decorate the rest of the present. One idea, if you really wanted to, because you have extra ribbon, is you can always take some ribbon and put it along, let's say before you added the tag, you could always glue it down so it kind of makes a cross, 1 and 2, across the front of your present. But I'm going to be honest that with this paper, I felt like that looked a little too busy, and so I decided to forego that extra ribbon wrapping look and just kind of tie a bow. So I have a bow here, and I'm going to attach it with a glue dot. That is simple and quick. You just put a glue dot in the center of your bow. Which side do I want to see? This one. Oh, that didn't go on very well. There we go, right in the center here. And you can always adjust and trim your bow if you need to. Mine looks like it might need a little love. Oops. Probably because my glue dot didn't go on. Try it again. There you go. Better. Okay, bringing back our little card here, we can kind of just gently slide that into place, and there's your lid for your little present. Easy peasy for you to create and replicate, and hopefully you had fun. So thanks for joining me today. Make sure to tune in every Tuesday. Click that subscribe button because I do post Tuesdays and Thursdays and sometimes randomly for projects, and if you don't mind, I would really appreciate either a comment or a like on the video. It does help me quite a bit. So thank you so much for crafting with me. I hope you can join me again soon. Bye.